Hey y'all, welcome to Sensational Stamps. My name is Carla. I'm a member of the design team. For today's post, I'm going to be making a birthday card. Sorry about that. I'm a little under the weather today, so if I sound funny or cough, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best that I can here. Okay, this is the stamp I'm using. I'm using one of the polymer stamps. This is what the stamp is. It is the Kiss Me I'm Irish set with the, it comes with a sentiment as well, and it's super cute. I went ahead and mine didn't have the image stamped on it, so I went ahead and stamped it and colored it just so I knew what I wanted it to look like. So I used some Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth Premium White cardstock. I stamped him and I colored him with my Spectrum Noir markers. And in the link below, you will find, in the box information bar below, you will find a link to the Sensational Stamps design team blog, and there you will find a list of not only this card with a link to the stamped image, as well as all the other adorable images, but you will also find a list of all the design team members' blogs and all that information, as well as the measurements and supply list for this card, including the Spectrum Noir markers that I used. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I went ahead and I just fussy cut him out, and then I inked around my edges in black, just so I would have a nice basic card here, or a nice basic image, I guess it would be. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping today. I'm going to start by stamping the inside. And I'm just using some birthday stamps out of my stash, just so that I can put a nice message in it. So I'm going to use some Vivid mini ink pad here in fuchsia. It's a nice bright pink, because I kind of went with the brighter, happier colors. I don't know why, but they just kind of spoke to me. And I'm going to set that up there, and I'm going to go ahead and ink the second part. And I'm going to set this part aside, and then I have this piece right here, which is actually just the little scrap I cut off to make this pattern piece fit my card size. And I'm just going to flip it over and use the back to stamp my little happy birthday that I'm going to use under my die cut niece. Okay. I'm going to throw that up there as well. I'm just trying to get everything out of the way here. Alright, I'm going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to pull in the rest of the pieces to my card. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this down, and I'm going to do the border edges on it. Fishtail border, whatever you want to call it. I've been kind of favoring this style. I go in spurts, I guess it would be. Sometimes I use this on a lot of cards, and sometimes I don't use it at all. It just kind of depends. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself just a little bit of a border here. And I'm just going to eyeball it. And just cut a little piece of banner out like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting this card together. I'm going to grab baker's twines. I'm not sure which I'm going to use. I might use a little of both. But, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and start putting this card together. I'm going to start by going ahead and putting the inside pieces together. Alright. And I went ahead and I colored a few of these balloons so that I could kind of scatter them in here. I kind of like this one better. Maybe we'll do it that way. I like that. I'm going to grab just a little bit of some Aleene's tacky glue here. To stick this part on, if I can get it to come out. And I'm going to grab just a little more on this one. I wanted to bring the balloons to the inside of the card as well. And I'm going to grab my clear Wink of Stella brush pen marker here. And I'm just going to throw some sparkles on. My balloons here. And I'm going to go ahead and set this aside for now. And I'm going to move on to the front of the card here. Another thing I did to the frog that I forgot to tell you guys about was I added some glossy accents over his eyes. And I did that. I colored this guy last Wednesday night. So he's had lots of time to dry. And I'm going to see. You can just, I guess you can even, there you can see a little bit of the gloss to it. But I just thought it just added that finishing factor to him. So I'm going to go ahead and put my pattern paper on my cardstock here. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the card as well. Okay, and now I'm going to do his little lily pad-esque thing here. I went to look for a cut pattern file for a lily pad for the frog, and I found didn't have one. So I'm just kind of improvising here. Like that. Okay. Now, I'm just kind of deciding where I want things to be. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my knees down there. And this is really, really fine. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of this Tombow adhesive, and this is just the mono liquid, it's not mono multi. So this will dry clear. I should just run it through my Xyron machine, but I didn't think about that. Oops. Go. We'll just put that on, and then I've got this little green bling here in place of the little tiny speck that was supposed to be used for the eye. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my happy birthday, and you know what, I kind of actually wish I had done the banner die the other way, because I think I like it better over here. So that's just what we're gonna do with it. Okay, and now I've got these colored balloons here that I did for to put behind my frog. And the frog is going to be popped up, so I think I'm going to do, you know what, this guy kind of blends in, so maybe I will only do those 3. And I think maybe I will use this pink twine here. Can't get the wrapper off of it. There we go. There we go. Okay, and now all I'm gonna do is just tie a little knot around the balloon here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and knot this guy. Okay, and then I want just a little bit to stick out here. Well, come on. And then just, and I'm going to go ahead and do that with all of them. Balloons up and some pop dots, because I don't have to worry about mailing it. Which I kind of like, actually. So I can, you know, decide what I want to do with it. I actually think that I got too much there. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of lay these out. How I want them. And I have one more I've got to tie. And I'm just going to actually take a little piece of regular tape here. Okay. We're still a bit too low here. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to grab a piece of tape again and just glue those guys down. And then he's going to go here. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive there. And I'm going to go ahead and put him on some foam tape. Go. Well, if I can get the backing off here. There we go. There we go. Oops. Alright. Sorry this is taking so long, guys. It should not be this difficult. Go. Alright, there we go. And that's our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time.